Hello people and welcome back to my first Java World, a series where I take you through my first experience here on Minecraft Java Edition. Now, we are in episode 2, technically episode 3 with how I did things, but last episode, obviously I had a bunch of runnings with the villagers all around this direction, and I remember the first thing I said in that episode that we are going to do a farm of some kind, but an actual farm, and preferably I'd like to try to make a barn as well. You know, we need a place for it to store all the animal goodies. But yeah, we will get right into the episode right now. I should say, in between recordings though, I've been messing about with some mods. And one mod you might notice that I got a bit of a 3D texture now on my skin. I don't know if that evident. Yeah, you could kind of see it a bit. There's a little bit of a shadow of my hair. You can see where the second layer of my skin actually kind of connects. And I thought it was just a little neat. A little neat. I have also been messing about with mod packs as well. So like one block. I tried Sky Factory, but that didn't really work out. But yeah, it's just ideas for like other series I can do alongside this world I'm doing. And also my favorite mod, we have a shaders mod, and oh my lord, honestly for me this is great. I mean, it does take a bit of power from my PC. This shaders pack is called Eclipse Light, I believe. Let me double check that. Nope, I was wrong. Eclipse Light is another shaders pack I have, but this one is E-Light Shaders 5. Gosh, I'll put it up on the screen right now. But yeah, it's a nice little shader pack to have, just to make Minecraft that more beautiful. Back to bland Minecraft. I'm joking. But yeah, I'm gonna quickly sort my inventory out because I haven't done much in between on this world in between recordings. I'm gonna get back to you once I've probably made myself a little chest monster because I like to be a bit organized. All right, so it's not that bad of a area, at least. I got this seems very counterintuitive right now, but yes, I'm using gold to kind of burn oak to make myself some charcoal because I am going to need a lot of torches so that way mobs don't spawn in and try to, you know, destroy my lovely farm that I'm trying to make. In terms of storage, it's not too bad. I kept all my everything that I want for my farm type, you know, in terms of food and resources in here. In here, you just nice starter chest, you know, what you expect to see from a starter chest: some wood, some sticks, random hoe. Then up here, this is the stuff that I found during my quest. Getting to nighttime right now, so back with you when it's daytime. I can actually start planning out a farm. One thing I do want to be wary of is this over here. Like, I would definitely like to just destroy it and all that, but I'm thinking of making a farm out of it to get some like totems and some other random bits from it, but that won't be happening for a very long time, so I need to be wary of how far I need to be from that. I keep zooming in, I'm so sorry. Like, I'll definitely use this area around here. I'm not going to need that much of a space. All I need to plan out is a sheep pen, a cow pen, a chicken pen, and a pig pen. Then after we plan out the pens, I'm going to plan out where I'm going to store all the food and actually get some water source so that way they can grow faster, because this had literally, I probably only gained like 3 wheat from this, so I would have been dead a long time ago if I just relied on that. Oh yeah, I forgot. I got a new mod, a camera mod. Let's try to utilize that to get an idea. All right, so this is perfect. This is what I want to see. Over there, I'm going to make a little bridge just to, you know, for ease of access, because I don't want to keep jumping over this way. But I'm going to try to keep all the pens in terms of like this area over here. I think it'd be nice just to keep them all condensed. Then I'll have my farms more drafted out this way. I would try to do some terraforming just to kind of flatten it out a bit, because I'm going to need more than a 2-block space like that over there. And let's see, can we see any pillages from over here? No? That's okay. But yeah, let's get into planning this all out. Okay, I know right now it looks like I just placed a bunch of random blocks, but trust the process, okay? I like it to look all natural, especially the shapes that I'm trying to go for. I mean, it's not going to be like a circle or a square. The closest thing to like a rectangle is a chicken coop over here. I can envision it, but once I get these fences in, you'll see what I'm going for here. Let's do a quick time lapse of just me placing down fences, because why not? Should be a quick one. Okay, now you can see the pens I've laid out. Yes, I know, they are pretty basic in terms of materials. Oh, I completely forgot to slap up that one. But the idea is to have this one to be the cow pen with a little pool over there. I will be adding some sand to that. a sheep pen, pig pen, and a little chicken coop. So the plan is now, I'm going to do everything a bit reverse. I am going to get the animals I need and put them in these pens. I do want to do some like custom trees for this area, but I do not have any shears and I'm a bit stubborn. I'm not going to go mining yet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just go and get some animals, put them in, then I'll be working on the farms. But first, let's do a little animal collection montage. How did you get out? You guys make a lot of noise as well. Oh my lord. No one told me owning a farm would be this noisy. Okay, I'm a bit concerned because you have been able to get out somehow. What are you doing? How did you get out? That's my question. How did your dad get out? Tell me. Oh, okay. I missed it. Ah, gosh. That's a good thing I don't work in security. I'll be terrible. Oh god, where did he go? Now let's go find our escapee sheep. You're not trying to escape now, are you? There you are. Stay inside the fence, please, at all times. Stupid sheep. Right, like I was going to say before, I was really interrupted by our escapee sheep over there. Finally got all the animals in place, and now we can move on to our food farm over here. Now, one thing I noticed when I was collecting the animals, as well as during the replay, pigs have ears. Now, I know this could be probably one of my mods I got. I mean, look at this. I want to see your snoot. Show me your snoot. Snoot. Okay, none of you are doing the snoot. Now, all our animals are now nicely kept in their pens. Let's move on and try to plan out the farm. One thing I do want to do is complete this bridge. I might do that real quick before I move on to the farm. All right, now with the bridge being done, quite happy to just walk across this. Now, I know I'm probably a little bit weird with that dip there, but not everything has to be perfect. I quite like it. That's a bit of detail. All right, now let's go into free camp mode and try to figure out how we're going to do this farm, because I want to think about doing it with walls. We have a wheat farm, carrot farm, and potato farm. We do have sugarcane, so I might try to level this out a bit so that we can place sugarcane down there. I put a wheat farm over here. It's a nice flat area. We also have watermelons. Now I remember that, so I might plant some watermelons up here. Potatoes could go up here, and carrots somewhere over here. In my eyes, it seems like we're going to have to do another time lapse, because honestly, I love recording the time lapses, and I don't want to fill you guys with boredom when it comes to just me placing down a block, like, you know, just doing that. Now I might break up the time lapse in between to just like give my idea. Like, I'm gonna do some terrain work. I'm gonna place down these walls. I'm gonna try to stylize them out a bit. Then I'll start planting the seeds. But yeah, commence a mini time lapse again. End of the mini time lapse, and I've got to say I am quite happy with my terrain work that I've done. Now obviously it's very minimalistic. I'm not going for some crazy terrain work. I'm not making mountains. I'm just making small hills, you know, ease of access to go up and down. You may have noticed I started working over here on a bridge, so that way I can go in between these areas with ease instead of having to walk all the way around over here. Starting to make a little like tunnel path thing. It won't be a tunnel. I want it to be open. Preferably I would like it to have log blocks on the bottom and leaves on top, but I do not have iron because I haven't went mining. Now, another thought that occurred to me is that I could have my mine over here. I just think it's a nice spot. It's kind of central, and it's kind of like a straight shot from my house. In terms of a barn I want to make, I still don't know where I'm going to put that yet, but we'll get there when we get there. Now, I'm going to do the rest of this in the time lapse. Should be fun, and honestly, I personally love watching people do time lapses, so if you like me and like watching time lapses, then we are now the same. Also, as a guilty pleasure, I get to watch B-dubs. Yay! Anyway, time lapse time. My cows have gone invisible. I don't know where they've gone, but you can hear them. Oh, they haven't gone invisible. They dropped down this little hole. I'm sorry, let me get you back up real quick. Come on, get back up. Ah, unbelievable. Now I can see them. Trust me to be a farmer. But now I got pillagers pillaging my wheat. Oh gosh, I never fought villagers before. I was meant to say pillagers, but guess I'm still waking up. Oh lord. Come on guys. I don't want you guys to... God, you squashing all my crops. Okay. Alright. I'm going to die. So you know what? I'm just gonna pack up some of my things. Even though my farm is being attacked right now, I still like to stay organized. Look, I was going to talk to you guys about my potatoes, my wheat, but no. Look at my sugarcane. Look at my sugarcane. What are you all doing here? Guys, I'm actually terrified right now. You are trampling all my crops. Alright, that's it. There's no use in talking to you. Surprise! Post-edit Bruce here. Just wanted to pop in and say that I'm sorry for the lack of game noise and my mic acting up. It turns out Windows played a game with my mic, and boom, it sounds like this. Ah, for God's sake. The only audio I've been able to retrieve in terms of game audio is for my fight with the pillagers coming up, thankfully to Replay mod. Hope you're enjoying the video, and stay tuned. I had fun making the scene, and we've got a couple more time lapses coming up. Okay, it's time to go for the attack. Let's go. Dodge and weave, dodge and weave. Oh, for God's sake. Ah, he's so close. He's so close to being killed. Come on. Oh. Ah, yes, a couple of punches and I am the winner. Alright, I'm not going to worry too much about planting them back right now because, I mean, look at all the wheat I have. Look at all my potatoes. I feel like a true Irishman over here. I am part Irish. I'm allowed to say that. What do you think? I'm ginger. Over here, got my carrots. And oh my lord, the carrots took the longest to grow. Literally, in between the time lapse and this current recording session, I spent probably a good few hours trying to get all these carrots because the carrots just grow too slow. Then I searched up, how do they grow? How do they grow? They don't like to grow next to each other, apparently. They grow even slower when growing next to each other. So that's why I done it like this. So that it's like a little patch work over here. And also what I learned is that water sources don't travel up blocks. So I had to put another water source up here, which is really annoying in terms of what I wanted to do, but oh well. Ooh, the plants. will be hydrated. And obviously me harvesting them will be something I do in between sessions or videos and all that. So you guys don't have to be bored and worried about that sort of stuff, okay? So let me take you through what I did here. So basically, I wanted to make a fence, which was kind of like, you know, a mismatch of like wood and all that. Like I just got all the scraps I needed just to keep things separated. I got an idea from actually an old video from Mumbo Jumbo, the redstone person, would you believe it, for a building thing, where he got all the items he needed to build and basically just used his scroll wheel just to randomly mismatch the items. So yeah, it would lead to something like this, but in my eyes, it's connected to a fence. This is all connected. That, however, is not connected. So I'm going to need to fix that at some point. And now we have our basic bridge here. I'm happy with. It's a basic bridge, but for now, it will do. I will definitely upgrade it later at some point. And here we have the little fun bit. So whilst I was waiting for everything to grow, I made myself a little outhouse. The little bed next to it and the crafting table. Isn't that cute? And it's perfect timing actually because I do need to go to sleep. This outhouse wasn't originally part of the plan for this entire thing, but I got bored and I thought, you know, I'm gonna make myself a little safe area, but I want it to look nice. I didn't want to make a little dirt mound. I didn't want to dig like 2 blocks into the ground to do something, to wait for all these crops to grow. So that's why I made this. And in all fairness, I like it. I use some of the barrels down here just for like foundation. I use trapdoors like as a thing around the bed. I think it's a neat design. It's stuff that I already had. I'm trying to go for like kind of like scrapper vibes, but also, you know, trying to organize stuff type deal. Does that make sense? I don't think it makes sense, but we're gonna roll with it. And also we've got some wool from our sheeps over there, so they're already being useful. Okay, I want to go in free cam mode again because I want to try to see where I can build this barn, because this barn will be built this episode. So basically, the whole premise of this episode is to make sure that I'm fully set up now, so that way I can move on to mining. I don't want to go mining without food or other materials such as leather, let's say for whatever leather is used for. It mainly is just food. I have a thing. I like this little guy over here likes to be prepared for food. Okay, prepared for anything. So this barn that I'm going to be making needs to be massive. Alright, I've been looking at this area for quite a bit, and I think if I flatten down the terrain, I could get a barn in this area. Basically, I want to try to keep everything within this greener section of the biome. Alright, so now we have a plan. Let's go take a look on foot to see if I can get an idea of what we're going for here. Alright, coming up here, I can already see some form of natural pathway coming across here. I'll bring out this dirt a bit more. And if I flatten out this area, I can easily imagine a barn kind of looping around this bit. So it's got to be like an L-shaped barn of some kind. For the last time in this video, we're going to do a time lapse. I hope you guys are really enjoying. Where did you come from? I really hope that you guys are enjoying the time lapses because, like I said, I love making them. And you might see some more resource gathering like with the last one. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to have fun and I want to bring great entertainment for you guys as well. To let you know, I don't have a design or plan. So you might see me build up an area, then just tear it down because I'm not happy with it. But yeah, I'm going to see if I can make this interesting in any way, shape or form. So for the last time in this video, let's do a time lapse. Sheep, stop! And this is our barn. It does need more work doing, but I am very happy with how this start of the structure turned out. I mean, there's a lot you can do when you just have wood on you. But for sense of scale, let's go inside real quick. I really like using these shells, by the way, just to add a bit that more depth to it. And I've got a problem with this glass sticking out because that also adds more to the depth. But as you can see, we have a lot of space over here. Also, I thought having this extra level here would just make it a bit more interesting. Surprisingly, the only mob I had spawn in here is a zombie. Now, you probably noticed that I had other mobs spawn on the roof of this thing during the time lapse, like a zombie and a spider. I need to sort that out. But that'll be for next episode. So speaking of next episode, I'm going to try to get this interior done and try to get some chests in so that way I can move everything from my house to in here. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do leave a like down below and comment what you think of how this world has turned out so far. If you do have any suggestions, do let me know, because I'll be listening to every single suggestion that you'll be giving me. And if you don't want to miss any more videos like this, please just subscribe so that way you don't miss the next video. And remember to ring that notification bell. With that all being said, much love and peace out.